Hey y'all. Hi.
The lies, the lies, the lies.
Oh, we just jumping in. No small talk, huh?
How are y'all doing tonight?
Hey everybody. Hey Cleo.
We were supposed
Hey
to.
Hey Robin. Hey Nola.
But that we could skip that for today. We got a special report. We got to talk about the Carlee Russell case that has taken the world by storm. And we have a special interview tonight. Do you have it prepared for?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we do have a special interview that was secured by Mace, but let's just jump right into this. Let's start from the beginning. A few days ago, Carlethia Russell was reported missing by her parents. There was a alleged phone call to the police stating that there was a baby on the side of the road. She allegedly pulled over, and this happened in Birmingham. Allegedly pulled over on the side of the highway and to try to help the baby, and screamed while she was on the phone with a relative. She disappeared. Her car was there, was still running. Her wig was neatly placed on the ground next to the scene. And
well, I have exclusive information that they said the wig was thrown. It was thrown. It was thrown. The wig looked like it was just thrown there. I haven't, we'll find out later how I found out this information, but
it was thrown.
It was thrown.
Threw the wig away from the scene.
Yes, it was tossed.
Either way, the wig part is not what behooved me. But what behooved me was everybody was praying, sharing her poster, her missing poster. It went viral. We was really searching for this woman. A lot of people were. There was search parties. There were activists involved. There was an activist whose daughter went missing. She was leading the charge, to find Carlee. And a lot of people were looking for her. I know I reposted it. A lot of people reposted it and sending their thoughts and prayers. And then she was found. But she was found. And, I said, when she was found, I said, well, I'm glad she's okay. But then there were more developments that kept coming in, making it not make sense to me. What was some of the first things that you thought, Mace, that wasn't making sense?
Well, first off, I want to say that, when this woman initially went missing, this was gut wrenching for me because I have a fear of people being taken, with the S trafficking and everything like that going on. And
it's a real thing.
So this was really a night, scary. Oh my God, this people are out here. They're luring people in because the people kind hearts with a baby. This is just crazy. This is scary. I was really scared. And then my initial what led my suspicion when I started to question was when she returned. When she showed up on her parents' doorstep. Thank God it's a miracle. Cause like I said, this girl could be a goner, like this. And I'm it's a miracle. She came back, whatever, however she got back, it's a miracle. This girl is back.
Yeah,
but then it was no follow-up. It was just that she returned to her parents' doorstep and that was it. And so I'm wait, whoa. Let's go back in. We were good enough to pray and look. And look for your daughter. We need to know, is there a kidnapping baby on the loose? Somebody needs to say something. The police heard, somebody needs, and I was back and forth with a lot of people in the comment sections, just be happy that a black woman, how they they pander to black women. So if I hear black, I'm going to just want to change, I'm not even black anymore. A black woman is home. No, I'm glad she's home, but you're going to have to say something. You're going to have to say, was it a Mexican? Who took you? What happened? Was it a midget baby? You're going to have to say something. With her saying nothing and with those parents coming out. And as soon as the mother with her bob, I do believe that the mother and the parents didn't know at first. I believe initially they did not know. But I do believe by the time that interview rolled around where they said a bunch of nothing, I believe they knew.
When she came home, the parents I know asked her what the hell was going on.
But even if they ask her, because people lie, I think your kids. Like at the end of the day, we may like to think our kids are wonderful and they're just incredible people. But we know our kids. Like when we look in the mirror and go to bed at night, at the end of the day, we know our kids. And when that mother probably saw her showed up on that doorstep without that wig, she looked at her and probably was like, this lying little.
But I did see the parents' press conference while she was missing, and you could see that the parents were really distraught.
Yes,
they was really.
But it's like it really. She started trying to say, "Well, she's human." As soon as she started saying, "Well, she's human, and she loves. She has a love for God," I was like, "Oh, this hoe was lying." I was like, "This hoe was lying."
A lot of reports coming out. A lot of people around the Birmingham area were sending stuff to the blogs, and there was a lot of rumors going around. One of them is that she was at the Red Roof Inn. This is the legend.
Isn't that where Benzino was at?
With that
that man, that gentleman.
So allegedly she did this. Some people are saying to get back at her ex-boyfriend. Allegedly, she was at the Red Roof Inn while all this was taking place. Slapping the knob, allegedly. That's what they said she was doing with no wig on. So, and allegedly it was registered under somebody else's name, not her name. So allegedly she was at the Red Roof with somebody, doing the do. So, and she also Googled several things like an idiot on your phone that the police revealed in the conference today. You was Googling how old you have to be in an Amber Alert.
That conference was a mess. Did you watch the conference?
I watched the conference at work and I was like, hell.
That conference was a mess.
You can tell the police is having fun with this. Because this is.
I swore I heard giggling in the background. I swore. Was it me or did I hear giggling in the background?
It put them on the map and it made them look like the good guys and it made Black women look like the bad guys. Unfortunately, when one person does something crazy in the Black community, it's like everybody is suffering the repercussions because of one person. Because there are a lot of missing women, missing Black girls right now at this moment that didn't get the media attention that this case got, but it just seems like they're not ever going to get that attention because now you get it and you make a mockery of yourself because she ruined her life. Her name is synonymous with lying, just like Jussie Smollett. If you Google Jussie Smollett, the case comes up. None of the work that he's done, not right. Movies that he's been in or Empire. None of that comes up. It's all about that lie that he told. So now she done ruined her life. She's become a meme. And
I need to know why would she do, like I understand like maybe she wants to scare her boyfriend or something like that, but this is going too far. This is like you do something like I don't know if people recall the episode of Lucy when Lucy wanted to see if Ricky loved her, so she would call and she called the job like Ricky, I'm being robbed, and then Ricky would rush home, you know what I'm saying, and come to save her, and then nothing was there. And then one time when she was being robbed, this is the
you crying.
Like, do something that's safe at home. Don't put the you had the FBI, the Secret Service, like that. The Secret Service had to get down.
The FBI got involved. And what y'all need to be looking out for is that bill because they're gonna send the mother a bill for all the searching that they've done because they've done this in the past with people who've lied and used police time. They will. If she doesn't do any jail time, she's gonna get a fine, a major.
I want her in jail. I want her in jail for people coming at me in the comments alone. I want her in prison because
I was attacked because I didn't necessarily.
I was attacked too
because it's this notion that you have to automatically believe everything that a Black person said just because they're Black and they're You know, they're going through a situation. We have to believe everything that they say without questioning it. And if you question it, then you're attacking Black women. And I had people get mad with me in the comments when I was questioning, and I was trying to be fair. In my post that I posted this morning, I did post the Jussie Smollett phasing thing.
But not for nothing, you was riding with her, because even I didn't send y'all a couple of things and y'all wasn't laughing. You know, me, you, and Nola's chat. Yeah. I didn't send y'all stuff and Nola wasn't laughing either because y'all was dead serious. Like, this is a Black woman missing. So I knew she was lying.
We didn't know what was going on with her. Hey, Cece.
Hey, Cece.
Hey, Nola, Robbins, Cleo.
And y'all did not laugh. Y'all did not laugh when I said, because y'all was dead serious. Like, this is serious business.
But I was ignoring a lot of the facts because when the footage came out of the highway, I didn't see a baby. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see any movement by her car. But it was dark. So I said, well, it's dark. Maybe we just don't see it because it's dark. I didn't know it was nighttime when it happened. So who knows? But now you done implicated a baby. Then you told the police that a man with orange hair kidnapped you. They took you and put you in a tractor trailer, allegedly.
They moved you.
Get nude. Took pictures of you.
No, she said she thought they was taking pictures of her. She wasn't sure.
Was taking pictures. But then they put your clothes back on and gave you cheese crackers. That
was them damn cheeses she done took that she bought from Target.
She really does like cheese. And you know, she also likes the movie Taken, which is about abduction. And Google that.
It's the Google searches for me. Like, this woman,
the Google searches that did it for me. After the Google searches came out, you looked up how to steal from a register. You just a full.
Wait, didn't she steal toilet tissue from the job?
She stole toilet paper from the job. She worked at a spa. She stole toilet paper and a robe. And
I thought this was an aspiring nurse that she was.
Don't say you've been missing, CC. Don't say that.
Don't say, because we're not going to believe you. We're not.
Do not say you've been missing.
We are not going to believe you.
And she was looking up a one-way ticket from Birmingham to somewhere
in Texas.
Birmingham to Nashville. It was
Nashville, yeah.
So you was trying to skip out of town. Like, people in Nashville wasn't gonna see the social media. I'm trying to understand. Like, it's
probably. I'm gonna tell you what happened. That girl was laid up or probably down to her knees at the Red Roof. This is all alleged. Okay, this is just what happened in my head. She was at the Red Roof. She was laid up. You know, she just finished doing what she do. So now she's eating cheese crackers. She happens to look on the internet and see that she's missing. And then she sees the picture of her with her wig off. So she automatically looks in the mirror and was like, So she gets in contact with someone and tell them, people, look, I'm missing, but I'm not missing. Like, who told them to put that wigless picture up? Like,
The people of Birmingham are saying that she's been on drugs and this is what she does typically.
That's why I said the parents knew when that girl showed back up on that doorstep. A parent, you know your kid, and like I said, they knew, because when they sat down to that interview and said a bunch of nothing, their demeanor was different. It was like a different demeanor, and the mother was like, "Well, her Bob, she was just sitting there like, Lord, I hope the church don't find out." That's what the bubble was over her head.
She showed up by herself. She was walking. She had everything. She had money on her, and nobody was around her. You know, thank God that she was safe. But usually when somebody's kidnapped or taken or something, they are running to not just their home, but anywhere where it's public, where somebody can see them. To the store, to anywhere where they can get to a phone to call somebody to help them.
I believe the excuse for that was that she ran through the woods, mind you. She ran through the woods with this $107 in her right sock. And as soon as she exited the woods, her parents' house was right there. So she bust through the woods and
It's a shame because people are really upset because not only did you have people online praying and whatever, you had actual people in the fields activists out here rallying up people to search for you. Like people who are actually, have lost kids of their own due to an incident. They're trying to help.
And this is like, she obviously has never watched the ID channel or any type of investigative discovery channel, a show, because she would have clearly known. First of all, you do not Google what you're about to do. Like that was stupid. Textbook one-on-one, like one-on-one. What are you doing? Like you left a trail of breadcrumbs, and then you show up with $107 in your right sock. You say that these people took on and off your clothes. They fed you Cheez-Its. They moved you from one trailer to the next. This person had a red hair, but where did the baby? Like we didn't hear anything else about the baby. Mm-hmm. It was just the man with the red hair. Maybe he was an elf that lived in the woods. Who knows? And she said that she heard another woman. It was like a bunch of bullcrap. When the police made their statement yesterday, I told my husband, because when they made that statement, my husband was like, damn, that's messed up. And I was like, no, but you got to read between the lines of what these police are saying. They're saying that the investigation is going to be on her. And I was like, I bet you by tomorrow they're going to have a statement together about how she lied. Mm-hmm. Because they're definitely investigating her now.
And she better hope that they don't pull charges up on her. And they probably will.
They should, because I want them to. I told you, she needs to go to prison just for the abuse that I suffered on Instagram from stating my opinion.
I've been victimized.
I have been victimized. I have been told that you have to believe like black women, and I said, don't come to me with that black woman stuff, like in black woman. That would automatically turn me off.
It's a thing where you can't question anybody anymore, and you just have to believe them just because, and that's just not reality.
I'm not believing nobody since Jamie Foxx.
Make it seem like black women, you're investigating only because she's a black woman. No, there's plenty of white women that have lied about cases, and the police have done their due diligence and found out that they was lying.
I don't care who's missing. They could be Chinese, African, Mexican, Puerto Rican. Anyone who's missing, they're not going to hurt less because of their ethnicity.
Yeah, she's gonna pay financially.
Yeah, they're not going to hurt less. So therefore, you're going to feel the same way. If you go out and you say that my family member's missing, we need your prayers, we need your eyes, we need your support. When they come back, we're going to need an explanation. You can't just say, oh, now they're back, mind your business. Yeah. But that's what people were saying, basically. Leave them alone. No, if there is a potential danger, that's how I knew she was lying as well. Because first of all, it's the police department due diligence to alert the public. Right. So they would have said an alleged criminal is on the loose using a baby, blah, 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 if they had any belief in her. And obviously they didn't. And I want her to go to prison because I have suffered. She needs at least 3 years for my suffering.
The police have more evidence, actually. The officer at the press conference said that there was more stuff in her Google search that led them to believe she was going through something mentally. But they're not going to release it at this time. So I think they're waiting on the daughter because she's not answering the police's phone calls. She's not responding to anything. So
they're about to come arrest. They type in the warrant.
All this over a man that already cheated on you. He already cheated on you, and you did all of this, and he's still not gonna be with you. That's the craziest. That's the craziest part. He was on social media talking about, oh, she was abducted. You don't know.
She fought for her life.
How you know she fought for her life?
But she was laid back eating them cheeses. Oh, I want some cheeses.
Love some cheeses.
But you know the price of cheeses, they go up now.
Getting some cheeses, and then even in her little story that she told, they was feeding her cheese crackers.
But you know what it is? She probably has been watching movies thinking they're going to test her stomach contents and see that she had some type of cheese crackers. So that would have been the reason why the cheese crackers were in there, because they fed her this.
That's a doggone shame too, because she's a professional. But like I said, I work in the medical field, and a lot of people who work in the medical field are crazy. So I don't put it past her. But it's just a doggone shame that you become a meme. You're on people's time off request form. Like this is a shame. This is an absolute shame. You just been branded as a liar.
Like the name Carlissa is like going to go down synonymous.
No, it's Carlethia. Her name is Carlethia.
Carlethia.
Mm-hmm. It's not Carlissa. Carlissa sounds
Carlethia is going to go down, synonymous with, her. She's right up there next to them calling her Carlethia Smollett.
Yeah, you right up there with him, and he ruined his life. At least.
And then the only thing is about Jesse. At least Jesse hired his perpetrators.
She probably hired somebody too. That
but she took a lot out of the funds because she said that you called the police, number one, like you called the police and said that it was a baby out there. So now you probably got all types of people trying to find this person.
Deleted his account. I know he did, and I'm gonna need for all them people that attacked me in the comments to say that I was attacking Black women.
Yes.
I didn't believe what they were saying because it was a lie. It was a lie, and it wasn't making sense. And there was a lot of rumors going around about Carlethia out here at the Red Roof, second peen. So the
rumors that was down to the Facebook, but come to find out, most of them are true, allegedly.
And they said you a thief. They said you're a drug addict.
She was googling how to steal. She was like,
and she stole from her job.
She was like, I'm gonna find out how to do this.
So hold on, let me try to open the doors to the church. I haven't done it in a while. It didn't go through. Let me try it again. I wanted to get everybody's opinion, so I wanted to open the doors to the church. And if y'all wanted to speak on this case.
Yeah, while you doing, let me just grab some juice real quick.
It wouldn't let me do it. For some reason, it's not letting me. But this is a mess, y'all. Hopefully, it doesn't affect any other cases that are going to happen in the future because it is going to be somebody else, unfortunately, that comes up missing. And it's unfortunate that these kind of cases get all the attention.
Yes, and it's sad because it's difficult because Black people alone are missing cases sometimes get brushed under the rug.
Black women account for 1/3, I believe, of all missing people in the country. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the statistic. So with that being the case, many of these Black women cases that come missing, they're not always publicized. And for her to blow up like that and her story to go viral and it just be a hoax is a slap in the face to the Black community who was holding you down, looking for you. And not just the Black community, everybody was looking for her.
This is just terrible. But I want to see where are all the people at that had all that energy in the comments. I didn't see too many people saying too much.
Not afterwards, but I said what I said at the beginning of the day, and I said something ain't right here.
And then said, just be happy that she's home. We are happy she's home, but I need to
make it harder.
That now that she's home, is someone on the loose that's going to, lure someone out in the woods and kidnap them. We need to know that. That's all we were asking. What happened? So since she didn't want to tell us what happened, I have someone here right now who's going to tell us what happened.
Yeah, he is an AKA, and they were riding hard for her too. Some people are making it like a spiritual thing with the Divine Nine and everything else. I don't think it's that deep. I think she got caught up. It was a lot that got out of hand. She planned it ahead of time, so that's premeditation. So for that premeditation, she could do jail time because she planned this out. You wasted resources. You wasted
the CIA. And I don't even think the CIA found out who dropped the yayo in the White House. And they down here picking through Carlissa's phone.
I don't know if I believe that story because after the powder was found in the White House. Then they found marijuana in the White House. Like, what
no,
else?
but like I said, that story as well doesn't make any sense. Do you understand how many times that probably happened in the White House and that people cover it up? They would never let that information out. They let that information out to distract us from something that was going on at that point. Because everybody was like, "What, in the White House? Come on now." Because I'm like, what?
To make Biden look bad.
Right, what in the Tyler Perry Oval is going on? Like, please.
I don't believe that either.
They would have covered that up. They would have made sure that has probably been in the White House several times. And they will cover that up. They wouldn't dare let the public know that.
Can the AKAs revoke her membership? Can they kick her out? Is she representing them well? Can she get in the line?
Look who I have. I have the wig.
Oh, the alleged wig at the incident?
This is the alleged wig. This wig has been talking. This wig, because I speak fluent wig.
Okay.
This wig has said that she was ripped off by Carleesha and tossed on the floorboard of the car. She said that she was ripped up so fast she caught whiplash. One of her straps broke, and she thinks she lost a comb.
To me, the wig being at the scene is so literal. It's like a literal.
And the wig also said that she was roughhoused by the cops. Like when the cops retrieved her, that she said that she was just thrown in the evidence bag. Nobody didn't comb her, no nothing. She was just thrown in the evidence bag. But she's going to go back now. I'm going to give her another glass of water because she's extremely dehydrated. She's been through a lot.
But yeah, it just seemed like a kid did this. When you think about it, I'm gonna just leave my car here with my Apple Watch and my wig, and then people are gonna think I'm missing. And you walking around bald head in the woods. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. And then showing up at
I would accept that if she went went through a psychotic break, and maybe she thought she saw a baby and she just comes clean and say, "Well, look, I don't know what happened."
No, when you have a psychotic break, you have it at that moment, and you don't know when you're gonna have it. You don't plan to have a psychotic break later on. Like
I'm trying to help a black woman now. But it's no excuse for Carleesha. Carleesha, you planned this. You should have planned better. You got caught. Now it's going to be worse out here for all the missing black people, including the missing black men too. It's just going to be black people in general. Like, don't believe them. These people are,
it makes a mockery out of us in general, because it makes it seem like we don't take nothing serious. We always clowning. It's always some foolery, always stealing and on drugs, and then it's not a good look at all. At all. So I really, hope that she does face at least like a month in jail. She needs to spend a month in there. For some reason, I didn't share the link. So
she needs a little more than a month, though. I believe that that she does need more than a month, and she probably needs some deep therapy and deep help, because if she did this for attention, this is like way too far. So maybe
guess what? Your ex-boyfriend's still gonna be messing with somebody else besides you while you in jail. He's not gonna be papoose and hold it down for you. He already cheating on you anyway. So if he cheating on you now, he already gonna be cheating on you when you go to jail.
So the boyfriend was cheating on her?
He cheated on her and they broke up, to my knowledge. And
so where did this 17-year-old? Because I was hearing things about the 17-year-old. They said she was
messing around. A 17-year-old?
I had heard allegedly that she was messing around with some alleged 17-year-old, and there was a possibility. That's what the initial allegations was, that people were saying is a possibility that she may have been impregnated by this 17-year-old, and being that the termination of pregnancies are banned in her state, that maybe she had ran through the woods to get to the other town on the other side to get one of these. That's what they were saying. Not me. I ain't saying. This is what I had heard.
This is my first time hearing this part.
No, this is what I heard before before this everything blew up. Like this, they were saying that a lot of people on YouTube were saying that, like they said she's messing with a 17-year-old allegedly, and I was like, oh wow.
That's so what I thought. Wandering in her straight bags. Like, come on now, come on. And I know the police are having a field day with this. This is a joke for them. It's putting the Hoover Police Department on the map. They never had this type of attention before, so they're gonna.
They were giggling in that background. I swear to God, in that background, I heard some giggling.
I was at work like, I can't believe this. When they was reading off all her Google searches, I was just like,
no, when they are reached down,
right that did it for me. That's it.
They played the 911 call.
I didn't hear that. I think I did hear the 911 call, but then there was another call about the Red Roof Inn, and they were trying to find her at the Red Roof.
And when someone said that she was down there, and they were asking, was she was it registered in her name or something?
The Red Roof motel wasn't registered under her name, so I'm thinking she was with somebody. Allegedly, she was sucking peen at the Red Roof. That's alleged. We don't know, but that's what the rumor is.
This woman has been still official.
If they gave her some cheeses, I bet she would be over there.
We swabbing everybody in the Red Roof peanuts for cheese debris. We swabbing everybody.
But shout out to everybody who defended her to the very end. Like, y'all was really defending this girl.
Right. Shout out to everybody who cursed me out.
And the one thing that I did want to say is your reputation matters. How you present yourself in this world matters. The things that you do matter. Now, like I said, her name is tarnished. It's going to be hard for her to get another job anytime soon. She's going to have to live off her mama and daddy. And mom and daddy might lose it just depends. They might lose their standing because of all this stuff.
Well, they definitely going to lose their standing, especially they said, like, the church people, the church is very judgmental. And
people, they have money, allegedly, so.
Well, hopefully they got enough. But this is just horrible.
It simply says it was the 911 call and the Google search that had me hollering.
Yes, that's the 911 call. I was like, did y'all hear it?
The 911 call that Carlethia called?
Yeah, because they played it back, like her telling about the baby in the road, and they were trying to explain, like, this baby couldn't possibly walk, I believe, 3 or 4 football fields.
Driving, and you have your
like you're still driving. It's like you're tailing the baby. Like, how far is this toddler walking? Like,
and they said it was the length of 2 football fields.
Carlee Russell,
and then, like, if this is a white baby walking on the road, you were the only one who made this phone call, who saw this alleged white baby walking on the road. People would have jumped out the car to save that white baby. Like, they.
But if you saw the video, all them other cars was just driving past. And
she was better off saying it was a black or a Mexican baby.
How then she know the baby was black or Mexican?
Because I'm saying she should have just said, just like she made up it was white, obviously, she should have made up that it was black. Because then that would have explained why they allowed the baby to walk on the highway like that and nobody didn't call. Because for some odd reason, people tend not to care about our color.
Did you think that she got that story from the Kevin Hart stand-up thing? Because the meme circling now is of Kevin Hart talking about, that stand-up thing where he said he was on the highway and there was a baby and he was running after the baby. Do you think that she was watching that and said, okay, that's going to be my storyline?
Possibly. I don't put nothing past nobody at this point.
Just offer her some Cheez-Its, she'll start talking.
I can't believe this. This woman done lied, left her wig. It was the peelation of the wig. The peelation of the wig, this is what got me. Like, this was an intricate detail because You just don't take your wig off. Like as a black woman, now this week, as a black woman,
through the woods.
We don't just take off our wig on purpose like that and just twist it.
25, you should have known better. What get you some business at 25?
Well, she obviously has some mental issues that she's dealing with.
She obviously has some mental issues, and I know her parents are going to try to protect her. They came out with a statement saying that they will not be bullied. Y'all are sending death threats to the parents, and I don't think it's the parents' fault.
It's not funny. Leave them people alone.
Leave them people alone. But I don't know why people send death threats on stuff that don't pertain to them. It's not that serious. But y'all are sending the mama and the daddy death threats, and they're scared for their lives, and I hope it doesn't go to something else.
No, they leave those people alone. Those people are probably they're just doing the best they can with what they have. They're trying to support their daughter. They've probably been going through this with her. Like I said, when Carlita showed back up on that doorstep, Mama knew her daughter was probably a stone cold liar.
She do look a little bit slow.
Like Mama probably knew, because we know our children. We like to pretend that our children are just wonderful people and they're great. But at the end of the day, sometimes we know our children are plumb dumb.
You think it's a touch of downs right here, or
could be?
Could be downs.
It could be.
Let me see if
it could be. And Mama probably knows. Like Mama knew. Like when she rolled back up on it, she looked at her and was like.
No, the parents probably. I think the parents found out when she got home.
That's what I'm saying. When she showed back up on it, as soon as she showed back up, and the mother was like, "I didn't want to hug her, and I didn't embrace her." You didn't want to embrace her because you knew she was a lying hoe. That's why you walked away. You was like, as soon as you looked at her eye, you was like, and walked away. Like now, I got to go here and lie to the public.
I think she should be whooped publicly. What do you think? Thank you, Mace. All I hear is the crazy music when I see her pick now. It's just like, yeah, she do give a little bit slow now. Actually, we haven't heard her speak, but even in her medical pictures, she looked like she might be a little bit slow. It's unfortunate. And you had a promising career.
It is, but stop threatening them people. Don't be sending them people no death threats.
Don't send death threats to the mom and daddy.
Don't try to threaten her Bob, because she just sitting here. She just trying to protect her daughter with her Bob.
But they said the daddy wasn't blinking. I saw him blinking. He was just shaking his head a lot.
No, the father did look kind of scared, because a lot of times in the black families, the mother runs the family, so she already had the discussion about look, we know this little bitch lied, but we're going to get out here and we're going to put the best face for. I said, straighten your face, straighten your damn face.
I believe that's what he was getting.
We're going to put the best foot forward. You're going to sit there and you don't say nothing. You just nod and agree. I'm going to do the talking. Yeah, and that's what happened, because he sat there and he was like,
He appeared a little bit submissive.
Because she checked him. She got him together right before they got out there. She told him, you better not say
a little bit docile, a little delicate.
Because the men's, y'all always mess stuff up. Women, we have our plan down, but y'all open your mouth and say something. We be like,
evidently, y'all don't have a plan. Evidently, because
right, Carlita set us back.
Her. And wait till the other details come out. And I think the police didn't really want to do it at that time. They're saving it for something else, because I think that they're having fun with this. I do believe
they're doing a big investigation. When I read their statement yesterday, I was like, they're investigating her. They're not investigating the story no more. They're not looking for a suspect anymore. The investigation is on her now.
And like, it sounds so unrealistic. You or a man with orange hair, and the woman and the baby kidnapped you and put you in the back of a tractor trailer, but they didn't tie you up. They just blindfolded you, but they didn't tie you up.
And she's been watching, like, she just had to walk away. she should have been watching the ID channel for at least 5 to 10 years before she attempted anything like this, because she would have got better information. Because she did use the terminology that they did not want to put the restraints on her because they did not want to leave any type of indentations or any marks on her wrist. And she definitely got that from, you know, watching one of the investigation discovery
Taken. Also, old tweets of her saying that Taken is one of her favorite movies has been, you know, put out there now. Taken was a good movie. Taken 2 was good too. But that's besides the point. The fact that you like these movies and you were searching up abduction and how to steal money from a register, I think that she was planning on going on the run and probably robbing like little dollar stores, you know. I think that she was going to be on the streets and she was just going to live her life as a bum, traveling from state to state, red roof to red roof, sucking peen, hitchhiking, doing whatever. I think she was trying to run away. Oh
my God! I think the wig wants to recant his statement. The wig said once it got wind of what Carlethia was going to do, it peeled itself off her head. It said peeled itself off her head.
She needs to face the public and make a statement and apologize.
The family does too. I believe the mother, the father, the brother.
The mother knew initially. I don't think they.
I know, but what I'm saying is they need to come as far as, because they were the one. That's their daughter. You have to take responsibility for your family. Now that's your daughter. Not saying that it's their fault. I'm not saying that it's their fault, but what I'm saying is when you needed the public to look for your daughter, you use the public. So now that your daughter is
Jesse was innocent. Hold up. Who said Jesse was innocent? Jesse is trying to get out of jail time. He's been delaying trying to go to jail. Jesse was found guilty. Jesse was found guilty. I wasn't leaving my car. Ain't no way I'm leaving my car running on the side of the highway for a storyline. As much as I paid for this car,
right?
You don't have to keep me in the car. Shoot.
This was some desperate measures. Like this is
car off. You will not be. I will not be leaving this car on the side of the highway. Please.
But it's crazy. Like today's society, a lot of people they can't handle things. It's hard for them to handle things because, girl, you set off a whole and then you trying to Google, can you pay for an Amber Alert?
Yeah, do you have to? Number one, Amber Alert is for kids, right? It's not for
they have a different. I forgot the name of the other one. They do have another alert for older adults.
It's not Amber Alert. I think Amber.
No, it's not Amber Alert. Like this shows how unprepared you were. You were not even prepared to take yourself.
Amber Alert is for children, dummy.
Next time, well, I hope it's not a next time, but girl, if it is, be a little more prepared. Do a little more research. Don't Google. Child, don't eat Cheez-Its. Try to get the plain.
Judge Nola, I do need you to confiscate Ray Ray's device and look through the Google search. We might find something else in there that she was trying to get a ticket to Nashville. Yes, make sure y'all like the video. But
we can't implement Ray. We not implement.
Ray talking about Jesse was innocent. I said, how Jesse innocent? He was found guilty.
Jesse said he didn't hire those Nigerians. He said he don't know them Nigerians. That he was attacked by the Trumpers.
Even with the Jesse thing, his story don't make sense. When you telling a lie, you got to make it make sense. It was a polar vortex during the time that you said you went to Subway and these guys was out here in a polar vortex. It was freezing that day. And it was the coldest
in Chicago. That Subway sandwich would have froze in midair by the time you walked like 2 blocks.
It was a literal polar vortex. I remember because I was inside. It was cold down here.
Yeah, it was cold here.
Yeah, it was cold everywhere.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
But it was especially cold in Chicago. That's where it was. That's where everything was. So yeah, silver alert is
So
for
silver alert for the elderly.
So
but they do have another alert. It's a girl's name.
Let me go to Google.
It's another alert. It's a girl's name because the girl mother. I remember watching it on the ID channel because she was like an adult, but they wouldn't put the Amber Alert out, and they were saying and she ended up fighting to get the alert for adults. It's called it's a woman's name, I believe.
Okay, let me see. It just says, what's the name of it?
Let me ask Alexa, but Alexa be fucking up. Alexa, what's the name for the alert for missing adults?
There's one notification.
I didn't ask for a notification. Forget it. Just forget it.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Because when I pulled up, it says the missing and unidentified person section. But that's all the same. But anyway, she thought that she was gonna get an Amber Alert, the little text message that go to everybody, and no, she didn't get a text message. What she got was a social media blast, and I don't think that she was expecting it to blow up that much. I guess she just wanted the Amber Alert. That would have made her feel better. I don't know. But I'm gonna need her to make a statement, and it's the Ashanti Alert. Is it Ashanti Alert? Is it called Ashanti Alert? No.
It could be a Ashanti Alert. It could be. I think it is a Ashanti Alert.
Okay, and Ashanti Alert is for missing adults who are too old for an Amber Alert, but too young for a Silver Alert. So it is an Ashanti Alert.
Yes, Ashanti Alert. I don't know why I couldn't remember Ashanti's name, but I knew it was a girl's name because her mother fought for that to for us to have that because her daughter went missing, but her daughter was 21, so they wouldn't look for her. They wouldn't put an Amber Alert on her. Her daughter, wound up found deceased, and she was like, if they had put this alert out, they would have found her.
And so that's the thing about it is that people have actually gone missing and died and never came back, and they didn't get the search that they needed. The laws would be changed after these people went missing so that there would be an alert system. And for you to just make a mockery of it and just go to the red roof and suck peen and be missing for a few days and trying to steal from people register, it's unfortunate. And it's sad. It's really disappointing. And a lot of people was pissed off.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Because you're putting everybody, the whole public at risk, number one. Because now that you said that this has happened, now you're hiding. Like the public, we're scared. We're warning our family members. We're phone calls. We're doing all these things. That's why I knew when the police didn't say anything after she returned, I was like, this girl lying. Because if the police had any inkling or any type of belief that she was telling the truth, their due diligence is to warn the public. They would have had to come forward and said there is an alleged kidnapper on the loose that is using a baby for such and such, and they would have to say that. Once they didn't say that, I was like, they don't believe her. This girl's lying, and obviously they have evidence that she's lying. Because even if they say alleged, if they just didn't know, and they would have to say an alleged such and such is on the loose, they would have to warn the public, and they didn't.
So the kidnappers got
everybody going off. The girl that initially went viral with that TikTok that I showed, she's going off because she mad because her face is attached to it. People who was actually out there looking for her, and people are in my comments, well, you need to take this down because of XYZ. I'm keeping it up because it's just gonna show how dumb she is. I'm gonna show us looking for her. I'm gonna keep all of that up. I'm not taking nothing down.
Yeah, but I was like, the internet shows how ignorant people are.
People are really ignorant.
I found the stupidest people on the internet. Like, they are fools. Like, because people will really get up there and say, just be happy aren't you just happy she's found? And the comment, like, our education, like, we're happy that she's found. If somebody is kidnapping people, you have to say something. We are happy that the girl is found alive. Yay. But if she has been kidnapped and these kidnappers are still on the loose, she needs to say something. And for people to really get in the comment section with their dumb behinds and say we should just be happy she's home, you sound like a fool, a whole fool. Why can we be happy that just happy she's home when there's kidnappers on the loose and no one's saying anything?
Yeah, that's the part that I don't like. Is if you're missing and you're found, we need to know what happened so we can prevent it from happening again.
So there is questions. So people, why everyone questioning her? She, because she was missing and now she showed up. We have questions. We have questions. We're not even initially saying that the person is lying. We didn't initially think that this girl's lying, but we did want to know what happened.
We want to know what happened to be misconstrued, like the so-called dry run. They say Jesse did when he only drove down the street once. Some of that stuff is irrelevant. You know, some of that evidence that y'all are saying that she might be missing or whatever. I don't know where y'all going with that. The evidence that did it for me was the Google search. It was a lot of rumors, but you can't fake the Google search on your phone. Yeah, they need to give her Maury Povich need to do the lie detector. He really do. Is he retired? Is he still doing it?
I think, did he retire?
I think he did. But we'll keep an eye out.
I think Steve is still. We could call Steve. I think Steve Wilco will do it.
We'll keep an eye out because it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more coming up because this is just the beginning. She's gonna get a fine. The police are gonna probably arrest her in the next few days, and then we'll see her wigless in court crying, talking about she got a mental illness.
I want her arrested tonight.
They got to drop them charges first. They got to drop them charges and figure out how much they gonna charge her. And how much she gonna have to pay? Because she gonna have to do something. It's gonna be some repercussions for this.
The warrant, I'm telling you, that warrant is being printed right now. That warrant is being printed right now. They're gonna make sure that she's at least picked up and
they're
charged.
Gonna make sure they are gonna make sure the cameras capture her being arrested. She is gonna be. She's really public enemy number one right now in the country. So. We'll keep an eye out on this case, and we'll report back again on anything that happened after tonight on this weekend when we come back for our mess. It's most likely going to be on Saturday.
Yeah, well, we'll be.
I want to thank all of you guys for joining. Yes, we'll definitely keep y'all updated. Thank you, Cece and Nola, for jumping in the chat. Cleo, Robin, Ray's just simply, and I think I'm missing Catherine, Shar,
Catherine.
And if I'm missing somebody,
Shar was here. I didn't see Shar.
Shar was here. She spoke. Hey,
as
long as y'all and hit that like button, we'll be good. And yes, once again, we will see y'all this weekend for our weekly roundup of the mess. Mace, do you have anything else to say before we close things out?
No, me and the wig is just gonna, we're gonna just pick up this case on Nola's night court. We're gonna pick up the case on the messy night court. Somebody got to go down for this.
We love you too. Thank you for joining us tonight, y'all.
Love you, Cece.
And we will see y'all this weekend. Y'all be blessed. Don't come up missing. Report home safe. And we will see y'all this weekend.
Don't follow no babies out on the road. If you see a baby, keep driving.
Good night, y'all.